Well, good morning. We're still here in Sedona. We're going to try the Hangover Trail. We've never done this one. We've heard about it. It sounds a little scary in spots, so we'll just see how it goes. We might just do a shorter out and back if we find it too much for us, or maybe we'll do a complete loop. We'll just see. First part of the trail just kind of crisscrosses the road here, but at least you have some very scenic views. As you can see, here comes a Jeep up here and they're going really slow. Probably a good road to mountain bike on for somebody like me that's not too technical. The nice thing about Sedona is every trail seems to just have views all over the place, so this is spectacular in the morning light here.
The first 2 miles of our hike went up Bear Wallow Canyon. At least that's what the USGS topo maps say.
And I'm thinking we go around this rock formation. Should be hitting the junction of the trail pretty soon. And just like that, we hit the Hangover Trail. So about 2 miles of hiking up the canyon, and you hit the Hangover Trail. And I think we're going up this way against the rock here. Well, it's something, isn't it? Just walking along the base of this, I think eventually we go up in behind it. So we'll see. But even if we turned around now, I'd be happy because this is just amazingly spectacular. Hi, good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
Yep. So far we come up that, which wasn't too bad, probably worse going down, and we got to get up there. So I guess just keep following the white dots.
There was definitely moments of being on all fours trying to scramble up this rock face. The best thing though was not to look back down.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that was it, because the people we passed said that that part down there was the worst part for them. They were coming the other way. They assured us that this way, I think we're committed to doing the loop. So it's gonna be a long day, probably a good 10 miles, I think. But what the heck, got all day. Got some beer in the fridge when we get back. What an amazing trail. We've kind of been scared to do this trail, but the first 3 miles is pretty easy. So even that would be worth it out and back. Now I'm thinking maybe this is the hangover that it's named for. It's not a trail you definitely want to do when you're hungover, that's for darn sure. You want to have your balance and every your wits with you. Yeah, we come from all the way in the front of that pillar over there to here. This trail's like being in Minnesota in the wintertime on the ice. You want to take penguin steps, 6 inches at a time. Keep your balance. No rushing. So I'm guessing this is the famous hangover. Wow, we've just been up on this rock wall for a long time. Glad there's trees here to make it feel like you're safe. Well, looks like we're getting to the end of the trail here. I mean, the sort of the hangover part. It's pretty wild. Yeah, it was some incredible thing. I've never done anything like that before. Wow, that scramble up the first face there was pretty nerve-wracking. We're going to do the loop because I just don't want to go back down it, to tell the truth. So if you're in Sedona and you really want to challenge, the Hangover Trail. And I just can't believe that people mountain bike this thing. Man, they're nuts.
We decided this would be a wonderful place to have lunch, so Julie went and found us a nice spot on a ledge in the shade of a tree. After lunch, I decided to go back and take a panoramic selfie.
I just passed a young couple. They're gonna climb that little peak behind us. I think he said it was Queen Victoria. So good luck to them. I would say if you're gonna do this hike, my recommendation is you do it clockwise. I think going down that face would be terrifying. Much easier to scramble up for me anyway. So that's my recommendation, but I see a lot of people doing it the other way. Bikes have to do it counterclockwise. So they have to go down that face. I can't imagine it. Well, we just finished the Hangover Trail officially. I think we're back on the cow pie trail, and you can tell these rock formations are kind of like being on top of a cow pie.
Cow Pie's trail intersects the road that the Jeeps use. We had to walk on that for a little bit before we got on the Munns Wagon Trail. So we decided instead of walking on the road, we would take the trail down through the canyon and get away from all the traffic and people.
Still frozen down in here. Well, we just finished our loop here, the Hangman Loop. We came down Mounds Wagon Trail instead of taking the road. You can take the road, but there's Jeeps going up and down with tourists on them, so we decided to take the trail down through the canyon. Might be a little bit further mileage-wise, but much quieter in shade. So anyway, it's a great trail. I would rate that definitely difficult, extreme maybe even in my language. I mean, most of the hike is pretty tame, but the section from about 3.5 miles on for a bit is about as technical as I've done for hiking or climbing. So just beware. It's a great hike if you just want to go out to that point and back too, though. But I would definitely say it's a morning hike. You get the sun against the rocks and really, really beautiful. Thumbs up, Julie?
We decided to celebrate a great hike by going to Oak Creek Brewery and having a couple beers. Wonderful beer there. The Hangover Trail is definitely 2 thumbs up. It is an amazing trail, but if you don't like heights, I would not recommend it. It was about 10 miles for us. Elevation gain wasn't too bad. It was pretty doable. I have never done anything like this trail before. And I said it was the hardest thing I've ever done, but we did do the Bear Mountain Trail, and that was even harder. If you're in the Sedona area, I definitely recommend giving the Hangover Trail a try.
Thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment below and subscribe so you can stay current with our adventures.